We have already studied the Sutram 2328, which says Apadane Panchami. Let us now take the next Sutram in the Ashtadhyayi order, which is 2329, which says Anyaradita Rate Shabdanshu Tarpadajahi Yukte. And the vritti simply says Etair yoge panchami syat anya ityartha grahणम, which means that the mention of anya in the sutram stands not only for the word anya but also for any word in the meaning of anya, meaning other. So a fifth case affix is used following a pratipadikam nominal stem co-occurring with one of the following, any one of the following. First one is anya, meaning other or a synonym of anya. Second one is arat. Arat has two meanings, far or near. Third is itara, also meaning anya. Note here is that itarag rahणम prapanchartham. The mention of itara is only an elaboration, since itara is a synonym of anya, which has already been mentioned in number 1 above. The next one is rite, meaning without. Next one is a word that denotes a direction. A direction in time or space. This is what is called a dikshabdaha. Even if it is a compound word ending in the verbal root anch, which is anchu gatipujanayoho from the bhuvadiganaha. Note here says that anchu tarapadasya dikshabdatvepi shashtyatasartha iti shashtim vaditum prithak grahणम. Why has Pāṇini separately mentioned anchu tarapada, meaning a compound word ending in the verbal root ancha, when they are words which denote direction? They are already covered in dikshabda. The reason is to prevent the sixth case affix, which would have been prescribed by the following sutram in the Ashtadhyayi 2330, Shashtyata Sartha Pratyayena. We will be studying the sutram 2330 shortly. At that time, we'll look at more details. Okay, the next one here is a word that ends in the affix ach. The reference here is to the Sutram 5336, Dakshinadach. The next one is a word that ends in the affix ahi. The reference here is to the Sutram 5337, ahi cha dure. According to some grammarians, this mention of ach and ahi may not be necessary here because they are also used in the sense of direction. So that being the case, they would already be covered by the mention of dikshabdaha. But anyway, Pāṇini has mentioned these two affixes in the sutram. So we'll take a couple of examples. Okay, looking at the examples now. Anyo bhinna itaro va Krishna. Other than Shri Krishna. So here we have the word anyaha or the word bhinnaha. The same meaning as anyaha. Itaraha, also same meaning. So in conjunction with these, a fifth case affix is prescribed following the pratipadikam Krishna. So it means other than Shri Krishna. The next example is Aradvanat, far from or near to the forest. Arad is an avyam, which means far or near. Next example is Rite Krishnat, without Shri Krishna. Rite is also an avyam. Next example is of a dikshabda, Purvo Gramat, to the east of the village. Now we mentioned that it doesn't have to be a direction in space, it can also be a direction in time. For example, Chaitrat Purvaha Phalgunaha. The month of Phalguna comes before Chaitra. Next example is of a word, a compound word ending in the verbal root anchu. Prak pratyagva gramat. Prak and pratyak are compounds ending in the verbal root anchu. So therefore, in connection with these, grammar takes the fifth case affix. So prak means to the east, pratyak means to the west of the village. In English we say of the village, but in Sanskritam we use the panchami vibhakti with grammar. Now the affix ach for that example is dakshina grama, to the south of the village. And for the affix ahi, the example is dakshinahi gramat, to the far south of the village. Sutram here is 5337, ahi cha dure. It says dure. That is why it means far south of the village. A note here says that apadane panchami iti sutre kartikyaha prabhriti iti bhashya prayogat prabhrityartha yoge panchami, meaning that in the Mahabhashyam on the Sutram 2.3.28 apadane panchami we find the usage kartikyaha prabhriti, which tells us that a fifth case affix is used following a pratipadikam nominal stem co-occurring with a word meaning prabhriti. Prabhriti means beginning. The example here is Bhavat Prabhriti Arabhya va Sevyo Harihi. Lord Vishnu is to be served starting from birth. As we mentioned, it doesn't have to be the word Prabhriti. Any word in the meaning of Prabhriti, like Arabhya, also dictates a fifth case affix. So Bhava takes the fifth case affix here because it co-occurs with Prabhriti or Arabhya. One more note here says that apaparibhahi iti samasa vidhana jnapakad bahiryoge panchami, means the compounding prescribed by the Sutram 2.1.12 apaparibahiranshavaha panchamya gives us an indication, it's a jnapakam, that a fifth case affix is used following a pratipadikam nominal stem co-occurring with bahis. Bahis is an avyayam. For example, we have gramad bahihi, outside the village. This will become clear when we study the Samasa Vidhayaka Sutram 2.1.12 that authorizes compounding between the avyayam bahis and a term ending in a fifth case affix. The fact that compounding is being authorized tells us that a fifth case affix is to be used following a pratipadikam which co-occurs with the avyayam bahis, meaning outside.